So I did a little research last night on my idea about the gas stove. I can get a brand new Vermont's Casting, which is a good brand, gas burning freestanding stove for around 2 grand. And this unit has a big viewing window. The one I was looking at had side viewing windows, and I don't really want that because, in all reality, a wood stove from back in the day, you only had the front. Um, so, yeah, that's not too bad. Um, I would say I could put this unit in with the gas line, and I'm assuming some chimney pipe comes with it. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to actually go to the stores, the retail store, and actually confer with them on it. But around 2 grand for a brand new unit. A new furnace for in here, mobile home furnaces are more expensive than regular household furnaces. So we're looking at 4 to 5 grand for a furnace for this trailer. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. The furnace I have works fine. It's basically just a campfire with a fan. There's a little pot in there, a round pot, and there's a yellow flame, and it looks just like a campfire. And then there's a forced air fan that blows the heat. So it's pretty antique, but it works, and it's simple. So instead of wasting the money on the new furnace, I'm gonna put a gas stove in this corner, and that is gonna look so cool. And then I'm gonna turn around and sell this fireplace. Turns out I was looking for parts for the fireplace because there's a couple of rollers that. Hold on, I gotta turn the music down. There's a couple of rollers on the screen, on the spark screen, that have broken off, and they're basically just gone. So it's kind of difficult to slide the screen open, to put new firewood in. How come this isn't shutting off? Damn electronics. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn it off completely. So, other than that, and the concrete bed is all cracked and broken. But other than that, it's in amazing shape. And when I was doing research trying to find parts for the thing, I stumbled across, I said this in video way back, I stumbled across information that these fireplaces are in high demand out in California because one of the current building trends out in California is retro 70s construction. So, fireplaces like this are for sale. Used ones are for sale from anywhere from 5 to 10 grand. So I could turn around and sell this on eBay or try to find some markets in the California area and make some serious ching off of it. Have it shipped, with a common carrier, semi truck, because it'd be a pretty big box to put this in. Build a crate. Yeah, I can get some money for this thing. So that would pay in the long run. It's not going to be instant gratification, but it would pay in the long run for the gas stove. And then I have a foolproof, bulletproof, emergency backup heat source if the furnace was to ever take a crap. Yeah. And I don't have the issues with fire. So, a wood fireplace, you always have the issues with extraneous fire. So, chimney fires. If you don't keep that chimney clean and get all the creosote out of there, especially if you're burning pine, your chimney will start on fire, and then your house starts on fire. And since this is a Kleenex box, insulated with newspaper, probably. No, it's not really, but still. This thing will go up. Woof, it's gone. So, a gas fireplace, you don't have to clean your chimney because it burns clean. And it doesn't exceed the temperatures. The chimney pipe on a gas burning fireplace or stove is a double wall air insulated pipe. So when the unit's running, you can put your hand on the pipe and it'll be hot. You won't be able to hold it there very long, but it will not get to combustion temperatures where it could ignite surrounding materials. Wood fireplace, if you stoke up a big enough fire, that pipe can get cherry hot, and then you get a problem. Not only that, in the mornings, when it's cold in here, because I've been here, I was here the tail end of last winter, and I was kind of sort of living in here. The place was pretty much gutted. I had what did I do? I brought this recliner I'm sitting in. And that's the only piece of furniture I had in the room, and I was sleeping in this chair. And in the wintertime, it got cold in here, probably due to the insulation issue under the trailer. But it got pretty cold in here in the mornings. And that furnace was running constantly, trying to keep it at around 70 degrees. I don't want to build a wood fire in the morning to take the chill off before I go to work and then leave having embers and stuff still going in that wood fireplace. A gas stove, I just push the remote, hoof, it lights, take the chill out of this area, have a nice cozy fire here in the morning while I'm having coffee, and when I go to work, I turn it off. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. So, we're going to make some changes here. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get this project done before winter hits. First and foremost is the insulation, re-insulating the bays under the trailer. That's critical. Shoring up the heat tape situation under the trailer. Making sure that's bulletproof. That's critical. The stove is just a nice addition to the room, but it's going to definitely complete that corner. So, yeah, that's the way I'm going to go, for sure. It just makes too much sense to have a backup heat source in here that I can count on, in case Mr. 1974 Huffer Puffer back there decides it wants to take a crap, and then I can't find parts to fix it. At least I got something. So just an update on the turd. I can't seem to get the energy when I get home from work at 6 o'clock at night and it's dark out and I'm hungry and I eat a big dinner and then I pass out in my chair. I can't seem to get the energy to suit up and crawl underneath the turd here and do the insulating work. So that's going to be a weekend project. My ex-wife has been riding me like a bike to get my auto shop out of her garage. And I kind of told her that I would do that this upcoming weekend. I'm going to implore her good side and see if she will let me slide on that a little bit longer, just so I can get this insulation issue dealt with. If I can bust tail on it Saturday and Sunday, I can at least get the insulation up in the bays underneath, and do all the finish work on it later, as far as putting up the wire mesh and all that stuff. But at least get the insulation stapled to the underside. If it goes smoothly, I'm going to put up Tyvek house wrap underneath it. So the way it works is you put a vapor barrier up, like plastic sheeting, which I have all the plastic sheeting that I pulled out from under the trailer. I saved it. So I'll cut pieces of plastic sheeting, mold them to the underside to the floor, staple that in place, and then the insulation goes up under that, paper side up toward the floor, and then I'm going to stretch Tyvek house wrap across the underside of the floor joists, staple that to the floor joists, and then put the metal mesh up against the floor joists over the Tyvek to keep the critters from chewing through. If I can stay focused and get a groove going, that shouldn't be too bad, and I should be able to do that. So that's the plan for the weekend. I'm going to try to play on her good side and see if I can't, if she won't let me do that. But yeah, big changes in the plans. Still going to do the stone facade behind the stove. That's going to look so cool. But that will also allow me now, because this stove won't be as hot as the wood fireplace will be, and it's fan forced, so it'll blow the heat away from that corner. It'll allow me to put shelving up on see the white walls? That's going to be cultured stone, field stone. So since the gas stove is not going to be nearly as hot in that corner as that wood fireplace is, I can put shelving up on that stone, and put little trinkets and whatnot on those shelves. Christmas decorations. That's going to look so cool. Oh my God. I can't wait. I got to get my beams up on the ceiling too. You see every single one of those ribs that runs across here? Those ribs, those strips, actually, the ceiling is drywall with like a stucco finish on it. So those strips are what hold the drywall up. And then all those little buttons that you see, those are nails that hold the drywall in the middle. Nothing I can do about those. Those got to stay. But those strips can go. And those strips are located on a roof joint, on a roof stringer. So everywhere there's a strip, that's where there's a roof stringer running across the width of the trailer. So the plan is to pry those down and then put wooden beams like I built my firewood crib out of, which I'm actually keeping. It was going to serve a purpose to store my firewood for that wood fireplace, but now it's just going to be a decoration. I've got a birch tree up at my property up north. It's got some nice, bright, crisp, clean white bark on it. I'm going to drop that tree, and I'm going to cut up a bunch of the upper parts of that tree into smaller diameter logs, and I'm going to stack them in there. And that white bark will look really nice against that dark wood, and it'll be fake. It'll be for show. It'll be just to augment the gas stove, to make it look like the gas stove is a real stove. And here I've got all these videos on here about not polishing the turd, how much I hate posers and fakes and fake people, and here I am setting up a fake thing in here. Whatever. It's going to look cool. So that's just a little update on what we're going to do here. So yeah, I'm pretty jacked right now, but I just don't know. I might be working on this project while the snow's flying, and that means I wanna run the pipe up through the ceiling, up through the roof. I don't, based on the fact that it's in a corner. It'd be different if the stove was sitting where the wood crib is right now, because then I could just run the pipe up and out the wall. But since it's sitting in a corner, if I run the pipe up and out the wall, the feng shui is not going to be there. It's going to look weird. So I'm going to run the pipe straight up through the ceiling, straight out through the roof. And yeah, so that'll just look better. So yeah, big changes in the plans. I would really love to finish this living room this winter and start on this kitchen. This kitchen is driving me nuts. Every woman that I have over here, it's driving them nuts because it is an eyesore. And in my head, I have it all laid out what I'm going to do, and it's going to look so cool. And I want to do it. I really want to do it. So, yep. So, starting to get that excitement again. Now that the drama's out of my life, I can get excited about proper things. You know what I mean? So, talk to you soon.